And now Borg takes up the service position. New balls starting the fourth set. Excuse me, Tony, I missed that while we're on there, why Ashe held serve. And it's Borg trying to get even. Borg, 17 years of age, and hitting the ball as hard as that young man, Mr. Amitraj, did yesterday against Rod Laver. He served 4 aces, only 3 doubles.
For those of you that saw the tennis coverage yesterday, you saw a rising young star in Vijay Amitraj of Madras, India. We're watching another one here today in Bjorn Borg, 17 years old, from Sweden. He's had some real fine wins so far. Seems to be a very cool individual, Jack, just like Vijay was yesterday.
Absolutely. There's the 4th double, and for 17 years of age, I think he plays as mature a game as anybody since maybe Kenny Rosewall. Arthur Ashe resorting to short returns and lobs. They played 1 hour and 35 minutes.
It's a break point.
Just out. And of course, a lot of the seeded stars are having problems. Stan Smith, seeded number 1, with Nastasi, who was eliminated, just got over Roscoe Tanner, 6-7, 7-6, 6-4, and 6-3. We'll point out continually that a lot of errors that are made on this kind of a court, it's really not the fault always of the player. Lots of bad bounces. Little dangerous, Tone.
A low percentage try, angled drop volley. You make a few, it usually costs you more points than you actually make. Although on grass, Jack, the ball does die when you make a drop volley or a drop shot, so the players will try it more here than they would anyplace else.
Of course, on that nice close-up of Arthur Ashe, we see the watermelon-colored shirt, and he's wearing red socks, of all things, on the center court.
Times have changed.
Fifth double by Bjorn. Point for the break once again for Arthur Ashe. 17 years of age, but he's got some good wins to his credit, this fellow. He beat Richie in Paris. Great win indoors over the Spanish champion Jimeno last winter. Many others. Good return. Good returns by Ashe in that game, and he needed a service break.
There have been a lot of great returns by both players. They both go over the ball, basically, creating topspin. There was a good example. Borg hit a topspin shot.
Oh, we're going to have a little bit of a problem here, apparently, with one ball. And I think that Arthur Ashe is going to ask Bill Ackerman in the chair to play a let, if possible. It apparently was a ball that popped, and that happens once in a while.
Broken ball.
Broken ball, that's the ruling. There's Bill Ackerman of Trenton, New Jersey.
First point.
Very legitimate request and honored. First point, 2-love to Ashe in the 4th set. Tremendous shot.
It's a very bright sun out today, Jack. There is a little bit of a haze, so sometimes it's difficult to hit overhead smashes from the north end of the court where Ashe is serving from.
Two great passing shots puts Ashe in trouble. He's lost his serve many times this afternoon. 6 times in all so far. But it's tough to serve to a kid that has no fear in him, Tony, and also takes that really very, very long type of a swing.
Ashe was a little fortunate there. Borg made a real fine angled return. Arthur just barely got it back over the net and then guessed right.
One fault, 30 all. Yes, he stood firm. Out. So Arthur, who just broke the serve of Bjorn Borg, I should say, in danger here. Point for the break back. Score is 15-love. Borg serving to Arthur Ashe. We're in the fourth set. Ashe is leading 2-1. A little power there off the serve. Got hung up in the net. I think we'll find, Tony, that Arthur Ashe is not going to temporize at all with the return. He keeps swinging out.
Well, he's always played the game that way, Jack. He makes a lot of great shots, and of course he makes some bad errors, because I think there are times when you should pull your horns in a little bit and play a little safer. Arthur won the first U.S. Open here in 1968, defeating Tom Ocker in the finals. He won the Australian Open in 1970, and he was one of the top money earners on the WCT Tour last year.
A little bit deep to try a passing shot. Borg coming up with a nice deep volley from a good return. 30 all.
It's one thing Arthur has never done a lot of, and that's lob.
Well, apparently he's so geared to swinging out that when he has to change the stroke while it throws his timing off.
Ole!
We were saying yesterday, Arthur even appreciated that one. 19 years in Amitraj, and here's 17 years in Borg. They both play the game the same way. Very well. Wynn's got it, and it's out. So Arthur Ashe, who in every set has had the ability to break first, but can't seem to hold on. So it's 2-all now in the fourth. Arthur seeded third in this event, and of course he was runner-up to Eli Nastasi last year. Great 5-set match. He loves this court.
Wonder where Nastasi is now, Jack.
I understood that he pulled up stakes in all departments and was heading home, but you can't tell about Eli. I know he's due to play more tennis in America in a couple of weeks. Double fault. Fifth double fault for Arthur. He served 10 aces. Clearly he has the power of the serve.
Borg will learn to serve, I think, better, Jack, when he gets to tossing that ball a little more forward.
And danger once again for Ashe. I feel, Tony, that Borg, who was raised in Sweden on hard courts, they play a lot of indoors, but they play with a softer ball, so they use more spin with it. 11th service ace.
Borg won the Swedish championships, Jack, and he also won the junior Wimbledon. A lot of experience for a young man of 17, a lot of poise.
So the boys very, very quickly back on the court, taking a little less than 1 minute. 3-2 in the fourth set. Arthur Ashe leads. Bjorn Borg to serve. Way late on that one. Arthur Ashe really late. The winner of this match will play Nicky Pilic in the next round. Pilic was successful in defeating Australian Phil Dent. And there's an attempt at a lob for the second time, Tony, and actually he just doesn't have the feel on those kind of shots.
Well, he really hasn't done it enough to really know how, and that sounds funny. Sounds funny, Jack, when the player has played as much as an Arthur Ashe, but he just is not geared to lob, as you say, and he hasn't done it very much in match play, and so he just doesn't do it very well.
And here we are at 3-all now in the fourth. And that slowed up. That bounce definitely slowed up and mistimed the shot for Borg. The youngster from Sweden ahead 2-1 here.
Sometimes Borg gets a big Western grip, as he did there, when he has enough time. He sort of reminds me of Acker when he whips that topspin forehand. We've got a hot day again, Jack. It's humid. The sun is out a little more brightly than it was yesterday.
Actually, I feel that because of the lack of wind today, it's a little warmer. This is the 7th day in a row for this heat wave. Oh, he called it out. It looked on the line. He called it out, and it looked on the line. Arthur, who is eminently a fair player, really can't believe that one. And that's tough. This is, of course, Mr. Ackerman in the chair. It is not his decision. It's the baseline. And the call is 30-all now. Big switch here. Fault. We're still in that traffic pattern here. All the planes going to LaGuardia. And what a switch.
30-40.
One call like that can really make the difference. Instead of 40-15, now it would be 40-30, but the score is now 30-40. Point for the break. And that's it. So tennis, which is a game for all ages, but the kids at Forest Hills are doing the damage. Third-seeded Arthur Ashe on his way out. It looks at this time he's down 4-3 in the fourth set, and 2-1. Borg serves.
As we know, Jack, sporting events are never over until you're in the locker room, and Arthur Ashe is a real competitor.
That's the 7th ace by this remarkable young man. 8th ace. Called out. Hold the phone. He changed his mind. Fantastic serving. That got the total of aces up to 9. Now Arthur Ashe trying to stay in the match. 3-5 down in the fourth.
And for those that joined us late, Ashe won the first set 7-6 in the tiebreaker. Borg came back and won the next two sets 6-4, 6-4. He's leading 5-3. Ashe is serving in the fourth set.
And love 30. So some really airtight ball by Arthur Ashe is necessary here. 2 points away from leaving the championship.
Triple match point now for Borg.
Just great play. Might have been out.
15-40.
Still match point, 15-40. Borg being really fantastic. He's won 3 games in a row.
This is when the pressure's really on. Second serve has to get in there. Good fighting comeback by Ashe. It's still match point. He saved 2 match points.
I'm afraid he was lucky that he got that call, because that would have been a placement.
Great deep second serve. Perfect.
The Borg didn't say anything, Tony. That was very close to being a double. Back to deuce.
I like to give Ashe credit. He hit a fine deep second serve, match point. The interesting thing, Jack, Ashe is doing all this hard work and fighting just to get to 4-5. Borg will still be serving for the match.
But Tony, what a great comeback. As he gets back, he's only behind 4-5. Tremendous occasion now as Borg serves for the match. He's leading 5-4. He also has 2 sets to 1 edge over Arthur Ashe. That's a lot of points in a row. 6 in a row for Arthur Ashe.
You know, Jake, while I have the occasion, my brother Mark's in the hospital in Cincinnati just getting over an operation. I know he's watching. I wanted to say hi and get well soon, and couldn't see a better match. I know that.
All right, once again, the kid from Sweden, 2 points from the match.
The last game Borg served, he served 3 aces. He could use that now.
Another super backhand by Ashe. 30 all.
Match point.
And this will be the 4th time that Ashe has had to fight off a match point.